Bekka says. This week, Bekka says. Bekka speaks on. And according to Bekka.
According to Bekka.
I'm good with it. Sean, you want to do the opener? Or just, what do you want to call this? Because if Beck's going to be a regular, I want to have a name that follows her with that, so people can learn to say, "Hey, did you hear this week, Bekka, something?" Or or whatever they call it. Preference, Bekka? Anything you want to call your segments? Because
don't care.
I can't.
Bekka says. This week, Bekka says.
I'm good with it.
Bekka speaks on. And according to Bekka.
According to Bekka, I like that's kind of.
According to Bekka.
But it's good.
So you got to listen, though. You got to keep up.
Who, me?
Everybody.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me specifically because I missed.
No, I talk fast sometimes. Like I cover a lot of things.
I get accused. My old superintendents hated it because I would call them.
I can start by saying, and this week, according to Bekka.
Oh, you want to know what I want to talk about this week, according to Bekka?
According
really,
to Bekka.
Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
I should not be judged based on the fact that I'm putting my family first. Like, I know you're essential in construction, and you're a man, so I bet your wife is staying at home taking care of your kids, right?
Oh,
so all of the functions of my job have become, they are very, very important to me. Like I care so much about my business, but I was watching my kids suffer. So I had to say, phones off. I'm not responding to any of my clients for the first 3 hours of my day, right? I'm not doing business development. I would spend so much time doing, but I'm not doing that right now. That's been put on the back burner because my kids have to come first. And I don't think my clients respect that.
Well, what's your normal routine? Let's do that. Let's find out what
before
COVID. What was your normal? Did you have a structure?
Hell yeah. So 5 a.m. I get up, go for a run. By the time I get back from my workout, I'm at home at 6 a.m. My kids go to school every morning with a hot breakfast. It's just how I've always done it. They get bacon, sausage, eggs, biscuits, pancakes, like I'm not a cereal mom. So I would get up.
Cook this stuff? You get up and cook?
I absolutely get up and cook. So I would get up at 5, go run. 6 a.m. I'm back at home, and my oldest daughter became a vegan. So now it's like, she doesn't even care. But my 11-year-old and 5-year-old, they're like, oh, we know mom's up because they can smell bacon or they can smell sausage. I'm scrambling eggs. I like to send them to school with a hot breakfast because I don't know what they're going to get for their lunch. It's going to be like whatever I can throw together, but I can control that moment in our day, right?
Yeah.
So, yep, get up, do that. By 7:05, we are in the car. I drop Lauren off at Orangewood at the upper campus. Then I drop Allison off at Orangewood's lower campus. And then I take Grayson and drop him off to Montessori school. My kids are at school during early care by between 7:30 and 7:45. Mm-hmm. So from there, I'm at the job site. I would go. So by 8 a.m., I'm on a job site.
Okay, like 8 a.m. Let's stay on pre 8 a.m. Hold on. Where's the husband at this time? Let's go ahead and break it all out. Where is he? What time does he get up? Where does he fit that morning routine?
I don't know. Because I'm too busy to care. I'm busy. I don't know. He's not a morning person. I make coffee, and this is cute. But during our normal routine, I'm up, I make coffee. I bring him coffee and set it next to him.
What?
Like, fuck yes. Yeah.
Where is she? I need to bring somebody
in
to listen.
Used to. Would you mess it up? So.
Why am I the one missing out?
No, I would, because I would make coffee for myself. And I like to start my day with a bulletproof coffee. Like I like the MCT oil, the butter, coconut.
Oh, you do that?
Oil.
Okay.
And so that would be his first coffee of the day. And that's what I would do. So I leave the house at, like I said, between 7 and 7:15, because I got to drop everybody off. I don't know when he starts his day. Don't care. He's not a morning person like me. He probably, like, I know now because of COVID, he doesn't start his day till 9:30 because I'm not taking kids anywhere. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Damn,
you know?
COVID.
I know he's been found out. So,
no, let me stop you. Let me tell you that. There was a Facebook ad popped up early in COVID from an attorney group basically saying, hey, is COVID causing more problems in your house? And they were a divorce attorney. A divorce attorney outfit is publicly trying to gain clients, trying to exploit COVID and the home basically being on top of one another.
Well, I told
That's
you
crazy.
about there was a murder here in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. Well,
really?
Yeah,
Because
this is crazy. Listen to this. You're going to hear this.
So they're blaming this on the quarantine craziness.
do they blame it on COVID? They don't even call it a murder?
Yeah,
Because everybody
they're
that dies
like,
right now, it's called COVID.
It's because of COVID. The guy gets ran over by a dump truck. He dies of COVID.
Hey, that's terrible. But hospitals do get money the more people that die from COVID. It's a thing. So
yeah, that's real.
no, I don't. So really, okay, so that's my normal day. I don't know when he starts his day. Previous to this, I know now that he definitely drinks some coffee, and he's up. Like, so by the time, like, I'm going to bed between 9 and 10, he's probably still in the office doing a budget or estimating to like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Sorry, we're talking COVID and work at home, and we have another intruder. Hey, I gotta work.
I love intruders.
All right, come here, say hello. All right, say hey back. You saw her earlier. All right, say bye.
Hi. See, she likes me. Now she wants to talk to me. She's like, she's so nice.
She came here just to show you this stuff. Yeah.
Aww,
welcome
so
to
cute.
it. Stay at home parenting. All right,
no, stop. No, hey, tell her we can have our own session.
Mm-hmm. Come here. See back. All right, listen to back real quick. Go ahead.
Hey, when we're done with this, we can have our own session together, and you can show me all your favorite toys. I'm totally fine with that.
Okay. Say okay. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Hurry up. Bye-bye. Close the door on your way out. All right. Go ahead. Stay at home, people. All
well,
right.
this is like after 5, so this would be normal.
My clock never stops the way I look at it, but I'm okay with it. So anyway, 8 o'clock, then what?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm driving around the job sites. I'm going to job sites. So like you go to one, whatever it is, and then you're there for, like, you find out all the problems of the day, and you're with your superintendents hanging out, you're calling subs. Oh, why isn't the electrician here? Oh, let me call him. Wearing him out, calling the AC guy, mechanical, whoever. I would spend a couple hours at every job site doing that. Then I would leave that one and go to the next one. I would find out anything that needed to be done. So I never want my superintendents to leave the job site and go to Home Depot. That's like a big issue for me. They don't go to Home Depot. I do. Like, you call me, I'll go to Home Depot. You don't go. You stay there. That's your job. Because a Home Depot because they go to Home Depot, they don't come. It's a 3-hour trip. If I go, it's 15 minutes. Because I'm going to get them what they need. But if they go to Home Depot, they're definitely getting a hot dog. You know, they're definitely stopping along the way to grab whatever they're grabbing. If I go to Home Depot versus them, it's much faster. So you could have Dwayne and Heath on here and they'd be like, oh no, don't go to Home Depot, Bekka. We'll go to Home Depot. I'm like, not a thing. So I would spend my day doing that. And then by 1 o'clock, I've probably gone to every job site, depending on if it's like an owner's meeting or what have you. Like, that would be my day. By 1 o'clock, I'm going to the office to do some accounting, figure out paper needs to be done, follow up on emails, do some more business development. And then I would go pick up my kids by 4 o'clock. So they would only spend an hour in aftercare. So by 4 o'clock, I'm picking up the kids, and then we're home. They're doing homework. Grayson's 5. He's worn out. He's on an iPad. So then I'm working till about 5. And then we go to dinner and everything's shut down.
So you don't sound like you have a lot of actual office sit down time.
No, I'm in the field most. I'm probably I'm mostly in the office from go back to the office at 1, I would spend a couple hours doing like, okay, so field directive to subs, or hey, we sent those shop submittals. I need you guys to look at them, improve them. So I would try to eke out an hour of the day to do that before I pick up the kids.
Yeah.
And then I would go pick them up around 4. So they spend, like I said, an hour in aftercare from like 3 to 4. And then we're back at home. And then by 5, I'm making dinner, shutting things down.
What time does he come home?
Josh?
Yes.
He's definitely home by 5 every day. And then when he comes home at 5, he's budgeting, he's bidding jobs, he's estimating. I mean, that's a whole nother side of it. It's like I spend a lot of time on the phone just finding subs, finding people to estimate projects, finding specialty people for whatever specialty project we have going on. So I would spend a lot of my time driving around the car doing that. Right. Okay. And then like, I mean, if you could read Josh and I's text thread, it's hysterical. It'll go from, hey, I found a really good stucco guy. Oh my God, that's great. Send me his number. Hey, I talked to him. Everything looks good. Yeah. Did you send that Dropbox? Yes, I did. Hi, baby. How are you? I love you. I miss you. Stucco guy responded. Stucco guy responded. You know, and it's like, that's our banter back and forth.
But that's a cool dynamic. I like the husband and wife thing because I know both sides. I know both roles as far as, you know, from a working standpoint. And I can only imagine trying to, with my significant other, trying to run a company. I don't know if I can do it.
At 4 o'clock sometimes I'll be like, Chris and Robin wanted to have beers because like we build breweries. Yeah. You got to go get the kids. All right, baby, no problem. How long are you going to be there? Should I come join you? The kids are at home. I don't know. Order them Uber Eats. Show up. You know, I mean, there's like, that happens too on a Tuesday. Like,
yeah,
it's just, huh?
What'd you say, Sean?
I just said, hey, intern on a Tuesday.
Oh my God.
Oh, we call it Toe Up Tuesday. Sure. Anybody can do it on a Saturday, but if you can do it on a Tuesday and still go to work on Wednesday, I want to know you. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I like the dynamic. Okay, and now with COVID, let's say, what's your new routine? We know the norm. Give me the new.
So my 13 and 11-year-old are good. They know how to like use the computer, log on. They can read, so that helps. But like, in the beginning, I'll just be totally honest. I was taking him we have a Monday morning owners meeting at a brewery that we're building right now in Sanford called Dee's Brothers Brewery. They're an amazing family. This is, their first brewery. It's a dream of theirs. And we have 7 a.m. Monday morning job site meetings. So initially when all this started and they weren't going to school, I was taking Grayson to those meetings. I took Allison to one, I took Grayson, and then I just kind of had to pivot. And I was like, I can't do this. Like I can't take them to all the job site meetings. And I am really suffering because I thrive in going to the meetings, seeing where the project is, talking to the subs and participating in all of that. Like that's my favorite thing to do. So I just decided that I'm going to keep the kids at home. I'm going to stay at home with them in the morning. So our new routine is Grayson is on a bicycle by 8 a.m. and we're going for a 3-mile bike ride run, because if I wear him out first, he's much more compliable the rest of the day. I was initially trying to meet all of the trying to get up and get on the phone and start working while he's like coming in the office or doing this or doing that. Like right now, he's not here sitting here with me because we've gone for a bike ride and a run, which I run, he rides his bike, took him swimming at a friend's house. We did school for 4 hours. And now in between that, like I've done different calls and followed up. We had an entire situation this week at a project. I handled all of that. So the 2 times a day that he's on a Zoom call, which is at 10:30 in the morning and 1 o'clock, I get 20 minutes. And those 20 minutes have to become very, very productive for me.
I got it. Okay, let's do that. I was going to get to the Zoom meetings. You already made me to it. How frequent are the Zooms, and do you have multiple kids you have to go through with this? Like, what's your
No,
Zoom? Because that's the new topic of the country right now.
my 13 and 11-year-old are doing it all on their own. I'm definitely involved. I have to jump in with the 11-year-old and help her a lot of times. But like, if I could give advice and talk, like, so I'm just talking about my experience. But what I have found that has worked is my kids don't have that face-to-face interaction other than a Zoom call with teachers, and their teachers love them. They go to great schools. I can't say it enough. But by me saying to the girls, Lauren and Allison, 13, 11, like, look, I'm your teacher now. I make them call me Mrs. Marinov. Like,
Oh,
you're
no.
gonna call me Mrs. Marinov.
Sean, you hearing this?
Yeah, like I have them call me Mrs. Marinov while we're doing school.
You're the first I've heard to enforce such a thing.
I asked my nephew, how do you like homeschooling? And he said, my new teacher doesn't know shit.
Well,
yeah. Well, to be honest,
for Allison, my 11-year-old, we were learning about Paul Revere. So I got her social studies packet. We're going through it, reading it. And Lauren's 13. She's like, that is a bunch of horseshit. Paul Revere got captured, and the guy that actually helped everyone that didn't get captured gets no credit. None. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So go online, start reading it. She's right. She's not wrong. And the thing that's funny is that her 5th grade teacher is the same as Allison's 5th grade teacher. And now Lauren has going into 8th grade has learned more about history. And she's like, Paul Revere didn't do anything. And if we're going to be learning at home, I'm going to teach my sister what actually happened,
Well, damn,
so,
that's good though. That's really...
now Allison responded to the questions with the stuff that Lauren said, and we're actually kind of having fun with it.
Well, yeah.
And
I've heard no one call it fun yet, but go ahead.
I'm having fun with it. I am. Like, it's a special time in our life that we're never going to have again. I have never had the opportunity to stay at home with my kids and teach them. And my business is suffering. I know the clients that follow me on social media are like, yep, LVA is dropping the ball on this. LVA is dropping the ball on that. And I know they know that that's happening, but I'm not getting any grace in those areas at all, because we're not following through on things that are big things when you're trying to close all the gaps. But right now, in this time in my life, what's most important to me is that my kids look back and go, Mom really kind of showed me, like, my priorities are them. I made them my priority by putting them in great private schools, taking care of them in that way. Right now, that's not available to them. And I have to stop and I have to meet their needs. And the clients that I suffer with, and if, I should lose business with them, okay. Right. And I would be the first one to say, like, I'm not meeting the demands. Like, I'm not driving over to your project to make sure a light bollard is secured properly. And I know that's a big deal. Right. But I'm not getting any grace in those areas because my priority is now my family. Not that your project is not important to me, but I might need an extra day.
Wow. See, this is totally a different direction. I thought we was going to come on and you were going to talk like, this is crap. I'm falling behind on the kids because I can't because of work. So you actually just pushed that aside and you focused dead on them kids. Sounds like.
Even from our first talk, when I was telling you about reaching out to the Amazon people and reaching out to the guys, I've done all of that. Okay. But what I haven't done, I've followed through. I've called. I have found opportunities in this time that have come from like places I didn't see them coming. But the clients that know me pre-COVID feel like I'm not really taking care of them. And they're not understanding the reason, the perspective. Wow. And I really feel like I'm going to lose business with those clients because they're not really giving me that fucking consideration and grace to say, wow, Bekka is actually being who she is. Right? Because before this, man, my kids were in good schools. If Lauren was struggling in math, Mr. Rogers, her teacher, I would take her early. We'd get up early and go early and do extra math stuff, right? But right now, that's not available to me. And if my business suffers, I find out who those clients, those people are, and then we go forward. And like, I believe that we'll find other opportunities in different ways. I've done that. I mean, I'm working on a deal right now with Procter & Gamble. I'm Duke Energy, like different things that I am hustling and finding. But my actual clients that know Bekka 4 weeks ago are like, no, I don't know if LVA can handle this. I'm like, motherfucker, we'll come out of this. Like, give me a break. Like,
Wow.
But
it's crazy.
yeah,
And I'm not gonna lie. I'm the opposite. I'm struggling. I've got, we both have so much going on right now that it is nuts to have the kids at home. Like, we don't have the option to go elsewhere. And, I'm just saying, I'm falling behind. I'm not gonna lie. My kid, she's not getting all. Admittedly, she's not getting half the lessons she should, because if it's my responsibility, I'm failing.